Hey, what's up, everybody? Son of Malbalgia here. I decided to do something a little different. I've never done a ranking or a countdown video of any kind, so I'm going to rank my Storm Collectibles Mortal Kombat action figures. There won't be any of my customs in this countdown. Anyway, I'm going to start off with only one honorable mention, and that, unfortunately, is going to be good old Motaro. Now, I'm not saying this isn't a great figure. It's a phenomenal figure. It's a freaking behemoth, as you can see. I can't even get it all the way on screen. I'm just not a very big Motaro fan. My kid loves Motaro. Anytime we play Mortal Kombat Trilogy, the original PS1 disc, that's the character he plays as quite often. So, he uses it, he's a kid. He likes the big boss characters. It is a beautiful figure. I won't deny it. It's a great figure. It's huge. It's got great articulation. It's got a great sculpt. Unfortunately, I'm just not that big a fan of the character, and he's hard to get pictures with because he's so large. Honestly, my favorite thing about the Motaro figure is the little skeleton he comes with, a fully articulated, bloody skeleton. That is something special. That's cool. Anyway, that's my one honorable mention. Now we're going to get to the countdown, and coming in at number 10 is none other than good old Cyrax. Now, the reason Cyrax is coming in at number 10 is not because he's a bad figure. If you own this figure or any of the Cyber Ninjas, which are all the same sculpt, he's actually pretty great. Unfortunately, Cyrax is one of my least favorite characters. Unfortunately, this is my list, so I'm going to do most of my rankings by characters I like. If you don't like it, suck one. So he's a good figure. He come with the accessories you want him to come with, the green net, that comes out of this little area here. He came with good accessories. He is a good figure. I'm not knocking the figure. It's just I happen to like 9 more figures better than this one. With that being said, coming in at number 9 is none other than another Cyber Ninja, Sector. Now, Sector I just like better than Cyrax. I like his powers better. He's not one I play with very often at all when I play Mortal Kombat. All these characters are on Mortal Kombat Trilogy, the original PlayStation disc, and I love playing all of them, mostly anyway, but this is not one of my favorite characters. He does come with this cool accessory. I don't even have all the accessories on hand. I have all of them, but he comes with a rocket you can attach and make it like it's flying out of here, and that's pretty awesome. I'm not going to lie. But unfortunately, Sector is just not one of my favorite characters, so he's coming in at number 9. At number 8 is the Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 Big Bad Toy Store exclusive Scorpion. Now, the reason I like this figure over the other MK3 or Ultimate MK Ninjas is because the only reason I even got this one actually is because of the skull face. That is awesome because, like I said, my favorite Mortal Kombat game is Mortal Kombat Trilogy. Scorpion being one of my mains on that game and every other Mortal Kombat game throughout history. He actually has the skull face if you look at the player select screen, and it's the same on Mortal Kombat, on Ultimate Mortal Kombat. But I really like the skull face. I always thought it was a really, really good design since he's supposed to be dead. It was hilarious though, as you take this mask off, it's this really ugly, disgusting looking face underneath. So we're just gonna leave that on because that's fucking nightmarish. Anyway, he's coming in at number 8. Am I on number 8? I've lost track. Fuck me. Anyway, we're gonna say number 8. Where he's coming at number 8 because I do love him. He's great. He's probably the only ninja in this outfit I will ever own. I just prefer the originals. He's coming at number 8 because, like I said, I do like him, but he's not one of my favorite figures. His leg articulation is aggravating. I don't know, there's just a lot of things about him I don't like. So anyway, like I said, he is coming in at number 8. And that being said, we're going to get to number 7, which is none other than Cyber Smoke. Now, while this isn't so low on the list, it's unrespectable. I have to admit, even I'm shocked that he is so low on my list because when I play Mortal Kombat Trilogy or Mortal Kombat 3, whenever you unlock him in Mortal Kombat 3, he is actually one of my mains. I love playing as Cyber Smoke. I mean, the teleport uppercut and the harpoon that comes out, which this figure does come with, Okay, he's just a great character. Out of all the Cyber Ninjas, he's my absolute favorite. He's actually one of my favorite playable characters. Storyline wise, take it or leave it. But when it comes to playable characters on the game, he is definitely one of my favorites. Unfortunately, he's just not in my top 4 or 5 favorite figures. But he is a solid entry at number 7. He was a great release. I love the smoke accessories here. I love everything about the figure. So he's not low on my list because he sucks. None of them are. But I love all of these figures, but he is not low on my list because he sucks. He's low on my list because there are others I like better. But I do really enjoy this figure because I love playing as Cyber Smoke on the game so much. So he's coming at number 7. So at number 6 we have the original release, Storm Collectibles Sub-Zero. Now, I know he's probably higher on other people's list. I do like Sub-Zero. I just, I don't know. I found his accessories kind of lackluster. I wish there was more than just his little ice blast effect and a little sliding effect. He's a great figure. He looks great. I mean, it's how you want an original Sub-Zero to look, all right? And the sword here I actually got, it was 3D printed. I got from a seller on eBay. I did a whitewash over it to make it look better. I think it looks really good. I've used it in some photos on Instagram, so if you don't follow me on there, give me a follow and you can check them out. But I did notice this particular figure over time did get looser than the other ninjas. I own 2 other of the ninjas from this mold, and he did get a little looser. The arm, or if I attach, I detach it, it comes off easier than the other arm. I can live with it. I can still get good pictures with it. It's a great figure. It is a very solid entry in my number 6 spot. But what we're going to do is we're going to shoot straight to number 5, which I am happy to say is Reptile. Man, I didn't think I'd like this figure as much as I do. It is actually a Grail figure I've recently acquired literally just yesterday. I got this glorious bastard in the mail yesterday, and I mean, okay, let's be honest. It's the same mold as Scorpion and Sub-Zero and Ermac and Human Smoke and Noob Saibot and all this, that, and the other. But the accessories just made this figure so reptile-ish, and he was one of my mains on Mortal Kombat 2 as a kid. And I love this slime effect you can put on his hands. I love the fact that he's got this extra lizard head. He has the human head, of course, and mine is complete. Like I said, I'm just not breaking all the accessories out. He actually has the long tongue you can attach in here, and it's just, I can't wait to start getting photographs with it, man, because it's just, I really, really like this one. It is a very solid entry at number 5, and if it wasn't for him, Sub-Zero would have been number 5 probably. But this is just a very solid release. I love it. It just, even on camera, it just looks great. It's a great looking figure, and I also love Reptile, so I am a bit biased. That being said, he's number 5. Coming in at number 4 is none other than Baraka, the great Tarkatan leader himself. This is a great figure, and the only reason he's even higher than Reptile and Sub-Zero is because to this day, Baraka is one of my favorite playable characters. Mortal Kombat 2, Mortal Kombat Trilogy, either way, I am going to be playing as Baraka. If I'm in a serious tournament with you, trust me, I'm going to get Baraka, and I'm going to fuck you up. There is no 2 ways about it. I am so good with Baraka. Like, I'm not trying to brag, but I am the fucking man when it comes to this dude. All right, I have been playing with him since I was, god damn, how old was I when Mortal Kombat 2 came out? I was probably 8, 9? I don't know. I'm 35 now, so you do the math. But I love this character. This character almost got Mortal Kombat 2 banned from my household because my mom and dad were playing it before they gave it to me, and somehow, I don't know if they're playing the computer or what, but Baraka sliced one of their heads off, blood went everywhere, and my mom freaked out. My dad was like, oh, he's already got it. But anyway, this is a great figure. I mean, this figure is a fucking beast, dude. It is a perfect representation of Baraka. Oh, it just looks so good. It looks like it stepped right out of the artwork for the video game. Oh, there goes one of his blades. Anyway, he does have the interchangeable blades. He has short blades to go on his arm, too. But anyway, he is a very solid entry at number 4. So we're going to move on to number 3, which is Prince Goro. Now, I had to readjust my entire angle for this fucker, because this motherfucker is huge. I'm not even sure exactly how tall he stands. I would assume it's probably around 11 inches. I don't know. He's huge, man. Look, I adjusted my camera and his fucking ponytail is still way up here. It's such a good figure, but he's so damn big. It's hard to get pictures with. You gotta adjust him, and pose him and hope you can get an angle that's not throwing something off, man. He's a great figure. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on it, but this figure is sick, dude. It's one of the best ones. It is. I know it's like up to $300 and $400, sometimes even $500 I've seen. I'm not going to say it's worth $500, but it is definitely a damn good figure. I've always been impressed with it. When I can get a picture, it looks phenomenal. Everything about the figure is great, though I do wish the elbows had better range, but it's because of his ginormous Arnold Schwarzenegger muscles. So, and also there is a gap right here that is pretty unsightly, but you know, who's going to be getting a shot of Goro's crotch in a picture, right? But this is a great figure. Love it, love it, love it. And he is a very solid entry at number 3, and coming in at number 2 is, of course, the original release of Master Hanzo Hasashi, aka, what the fuck? AKA the Man Scorpion. Now, man, I know he's no different mold-wise and articulation-wise and even detail-wise than Sub-Zero and Reptile. But there's just something about this. I have loved Scorpion and this original tunic, this original outfit, this original look since I was a kid. I was borderline obsessed with this character when I was little, man. And it's just to finally have a figure of this that represents that original design of Scorpion from Mortal Kombat 2. Mortal Kombat 1 and 2, and he actually has an interchangeable mask to make him look like MK1, which is awesome. But I love this MK2 mechanical mask. I played MK2 religiously as a kid, so any MK2 design I'm a sucker for. But man, look at this thing, man. It's just... Every time I look at this figure, I don't regret buying it. I have a lot of figures I'm like, I spent too much, or I traded too much, or I spent too many Macari credits on it. No, this one, never. I love this figure. I've owned it like 3 or 4 different times. This was the original one I bought. I had the bloody version. I had this version again, like I was going to customize. I wound up reselling it. But this one is just a mainstay in my collection. It is one of my absolute favorite figures in my collection. I could spend an hour talking about just this one. But I'm not going to. We're going to move on to number 1. Okay, before I get to number 1, I want to explain, once again, this is my channel. If you don't like my number 1, I'm sorry. My number 1 is none other than my homie, my main character I play as in Mortal Kombat 1, 2, Ultimate, and Trilogy, Lord Raiden. That's right, man. I love this figure. Raiden is my absolute favorite playable character. Storyline-wise, he's my second. My first favorite storyline character is Scorpion. But man, I almost cut a backflip when they announced this figure. I was so excited for it. And I even hesitated getting it because I was so worried. I was like, my hopes are so high and I love this character so much. What if they fuck it up? And they didn't. They fucking nailed it. Look at this shit. Everything about it is just so fucking Raiden, and it's also a Mortal Kombat 2 design, and like I said, I'm a sucker for any kind of Mortal Kombat 2 design. I'm going to let him enjoy his number 1 spot, because I got a feeling Kung Lao's probably going to knock him out of it when he finally gets released later this year. I'm stoked. Are you guys stoked for Kung Lao? Because I sure as fuck am. I love this figure, and this is my absolute favorite Storm Collectibles figure. I understand why Goro or Motaro would be someone's favorite. I get it, but this is my favorite. This is my 100% main character I play as. I know all of his moves. I'm a beast with this dude, just like I am with Baraka, if not more. Anyway, I'm also going to be doing a video of I'm going to rank all of the McFarlane Toys Mortal Kombat action figures, not including Spawn or any DLC characters. I'm going to be doing that as soon as I can scoop up a Noob Saibot, because Amazon fucked my pre-order all up, so, you know, they can go to hell. But anyway, I'm really glad you guys joined me for this. I was glad to finally be able to get this video done. I've been planning it for quite some time. And I love all these figures equally, man, but, you know, there are some... Well, okay, I can't say equally. That's retarded. I do love some a lot more than others. And clearly... Now you know which ones I prefer and which ones are my least favorites. They're all great. They're all fantastic. The scales are a little odd with some of them, but when you pose them in dynamic poses, it almost doesn't even fucking matter, dude. I mean, they're just very good looking figures. very well articulated, very detailed, very game accurate, from what I remember anyway. What do you guys think? Who is your number one? What is your top 10 when it comes to Storm Collectibles Mortal Kombat, or any Mortal Kombat? Like I said, I will be doing a McFarlane Toys ranking of all their Mortal Kombat